my next guest. It's touched my heart in so many ways, and so many of you. We've watched him over the years as the star of more than a dozen Hallmark holiday movies, including The Christmas Club, Holidays, and A Christmas to Remember. He starred for 12 years on All My Children. But behind the scenes, Cameron Mathison fought a battle with cancer, and he recently lost his mom to it. But Cameron has turned his struggles into a mission to help others with their own fight against cancer and to help them reclaim joy. Cameron Mathison joins the TAM fam from Los Angeles. Welcome, Cameron. It's so good to have you.
Oh, hey, Cameron. Thank you so much. That was such a touching introduction. That was a
So good to have you. I first obviously want to express my condolences for your loss. My whole TAM fam team send our thoughts. And we were so struck, so struck, Cameron, your tribute to your mother, Loretta. You said, "You were there for me in my absolute toughest times and celebrated all my success with so much love and enthusiasm." She was there, your first fan, your first friend. How are you now, and how do you continue to keep the joy in these trying times?
You know, I'm hanging in there, doing well, and I'm as well as could be expected. Thank you for those very sweet words. But yeah, she was, I mean, the most supportive mom you could ever imagine. And believe me, at times I didn't make it all that easy either. I mean, this is like an engineering student going off to MBA, and I wanted to like give it all up and try and become an actor in Hollywood. You know what I mean? But she was there. She was there for me and supporting me. And loved me in my ups and yeah, like I said, was there for me and through my lowest points too. And obviously my cancer journey was one of them. But with this, like, you know, to your point, I think what the show is all about today is learning from these challenges in our life instead of sort of like dwelling in them and you know, my own journey, and then going like right after my surgery was when my mom was diagnosed with brain cancer. And I really, you know, I try my best in life to take these experiences and use them to empower me and kind of improve my own inner qualities, really, if you can learn from them, but also most importantly, to try to like kind of get the attention on the what about me mind and put it on others and use these experiences in order to try any way that we can to benefit others. And that's my goal.
You said something that resonated with me. You talk about the what about me moment and pushing that aside after your loss, right after you went ahead and hosted the gala for cancer research, because it was still your work. What was it, Cameron? Was there a moment or a light bulb moment, as they say, where you said, you know what, I can't make this about me. I have to make this about what can I do to help other people?
Yeah, it was literally the next weekend after my mom had passed, and this is obviously something that had been scheduled for a long time. The Gateway for Cancer Research, big annual gala that, you know, raised a lot of money, and I was scheduled to MC it, and I just didn't think I could, to be honest. And they reached out to me and said, Cameron, we understand, you know, if you don't feel like you're up to it, we'll figure something out. And then to your point, I really felt like if there was a time to really do this, to step up and do it, is when the emotions are this raw, and to use it and in a sense transform, you know, the pain and this experience of grief, to be able to spread the word and make it something positive and potentially help them raise more money. And it was hard. I was up there telling my own story and then telling my mom's story, and there were many moments of emotional kind of breakdown there, but I just embraced it, and it's part of the journey. And my motivation, I feel like, was pure, and that was just to try to help inspire people to recognize that this is like a horrible disease, and we need to raise funds and money and awareness. And it was a big success. We raised over $4 million.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. We know you have a beautiful family, your wife, Vanessa, your 2 kids. And I'm sure and know that they are so proud of you. But how does it feel, Cameron, when folks come to you and say, thank you, knowing that you are a survivor, knowing what you've gone through? What are those thank yous, especially this time of the year, mean to you?
It means sort of everything from one perspective. You know, like it's like we've got all these incredible things in life, and sometimes, you know, our conditions can be quite great, but at the same time, if you're not kind of using your life in a way to help others and benefit others, and it's like it all seems sort of hollow. So when you hear that, And I've heard people say, literally from my own cancer experience, because I was, my own best advocate for my health. I begged for an MRI, and it was just a fluke that I found my own cancer. And so people have heard that story and literally saved their life or their spouse's life. And I hear these stories, and it's just like, I don't know, it brings so much meaning to my everyday, I've got to say. It really does. You guys watch the show?
I don't, but she does every day. Never misses it.
Well, we appreciate that. Would any of you mind being interviewed right now?
Sure. Aunt Jamie would love to.
No, she wouldn't.
Yes, she would.
That's holiday movie royalty, Cameron Mathison, in his new holiday movie, A Kind-Hearted Christmas. I love you studying the scene there, watching it with us. What were you looking for?
It's funny because I don't always get a chance to see everything, but I remember shooting that scene, and we just had so much fun kind of laughing, and it goes on, and the interview becomes very, very silly and goofy, and Jenny Garth is like so fantastically funny, but I was just watching to see how it came together, and there we are.
There you are.
It's nice to see.
It is nice to see. I love the premise of this. You're a TV host. You're tracking down a secret Santa. We're actually doing that coming up in our show. We have a guy who's a news reporter who helps a secret Santa in Idaho. How did you channel this character? How do you practice TV host?
It's amazing how I guess in this case it's life imitating art, but art imitating life. I can't even, it's so beautiful. But I honestly feel like it's a great story, and very much in line with what we're talking about a little bit, that this is a movie about, the secrets of what I call the pure act of giving, right? Yeah. Giving without actually expecting anything in return. And being a morning show host myself, I hosted Home and Family for a bunch of years. Yeah. And it was a show about positivity and giving back and spreading sunshine, very much like you do each and every day. And so it was fun for me to obviously play the character, but then also in the aspect of how contagious the pure act of giving really is. Yeah. And spreading something like that during the holidays just makes me so happy because, in the movie it happens, but then in real life, like you just alluded to, and the story that you said earlier about the man who helped the family with the car broken down,
in Alabama,
sent him off to Texas. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? Everybody. And if you can't do it financially, then just do it with your time or whatever it is. It's just so many opportunities to give.
Listen, and you're giving fans their money's worth of daytime television. You're coming on General Hospital. Now, full disclosure here. You're playing Drew Kane. You were on All My Children. Now you're on General Hospital. It's a full circle moment. Let me play a little bit of it.
Yeah, it's a little surreal for me, too.
Are you okay?
I'm in one piece, so there's that.
Okay, that's a plus.
Sam, I owe you a huge thank you.
What for?
I heard that you dropped everything. You came looking for me, you and Dante.
Yeah, but I didn't find you. We couldn't find you. How did you get back?
I had a lot of help.
Cameron, I love the voice. I had a lot of help. I like that. That's kind of cool. I mean, what does it feel like, this full circle moment?
Oh, it's honestly, I forgot. I truly forgot. So it's been about 10 years since All My Children in General Hospital, and I really, truly forgot how much I loved it. And being on General Hospital in particular, I got to say, it's a really big deal for me. I've been like a fan of the show and everybody like involved there for such a long time that I really, truly feel so much gratitude. And even in line with what we're saying, we've got some nice feel-good holiday episodes coming up, too, for everybody as well.
I'll tell you, I had a chance to appear on General Hospital. Yes, I did. Google it. And I'm telling you, we were talking in the break, me and my producers, the most devoted fans are the GH family. The Loch Ness Monster could be coming from the ocean, and if you interrupt General Hospital, your phone lines at that TV station will be, it's like, you cannot, oh my gosh. It's real, Cameron, you know this, it's real.
That's how it's supposed to be. It is so true. The best fans in the world are the most loyal, most devoted, and honestly, I kind of, I sort of forgot that. I forgot the magic that comes with being a part of a show like this. And
it's something.
And it's just sort of like amped up at GH for sure. For me.
It is amped up at GH. Well, congratulations. I'm happy for the GH fans that you're there. I heard you mention the beginning of the show, Cameron. So clearly you saw my Christmas tree, and I see you got some Christmas tree game going on, and I'm a little intimidated. How tall is that tree? It looks like it's 100 feet tall.
Listen, this is a big tree. I don't know if I'm going to throw everything off here, but I'm going to tilt it up, okay?
Okay.
I hope this doesn't ruin everything.
Oh,
it's about 11 and a half feet. It's about 11 and a half feet. But I'll say it's not nearly decorated, even remotely, did I mess this up, as nicely as yours. Yours is
my tree
next
is
level.
3 feet tall. That's like Jack and the Beanstalk. Who cut that tree down? Well, enjoy it with Vanessa and the family. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, Cameron. Thank you.